Hello everyone. Today we're going to be diving into something fascinating, something that affects everyday living creatures on this planet, including you. It's the invisible web of life that keeps everything thriving, the food chain.
Here's an example of a food chain. This one's not very complex, which is that the producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers, apex predators, and then the mushrooms, which are the decomposers.
So, what is the food chain? Imagine nature as a grand restaurant where energy is passed from one living thing to another.
This here is the trophic levels, which has to do with the energy transferring from one thing to another that I was just talking about. As you can see, the trophic level decreases, which has to do with the rule of 10%.
At the start, we have producers. Plants, algae, and other organisms that make their own food using sunlight through photosynthesis. They're the foundation of all life, turning solar power into edible energy. Oh, my computer turned off.
This here is just a diagram of photosynthesis, just to refresh your memory, in case you forgot.
Next, we have consumers, divided into three groups. First of which, herbivores, like these ducks. Next, we have carnivores, like wolves and raccoons.
The raccoon is the secondary consumer here because it eats the ducks, which would be the primary consumer. The wolf is the tertiary consumer because it's not the apex predator because there is something that eats the wolf, but it does eat the secondary consumer, which makes it higher up than the secondary consumer, which would be the tertiary consumer.
But nature doesn't stop there. At the end of the chain, we have decomposers, fungi, bacteria, and insects that break down dead plants and animals, returning essential nutrients back to the soil so new life can flourish. Without them, the whole cycle would collapse.
The wolf then decomposes, which returns nutrients back to the soil and restarts our whole process all over again because then our primary producers like grass can have the nutrients it needs.
This delicate balance keeps the environment stable. If one species overpopulates or disappears, the ripple effects are huge. Imagine if all the wolves vanished. Deer populations would skyrocket, plants would be overgrazed, and soon the entire ecosystem would spiral into chaos.
Humans play a major role in shaping food chains. Population, deforestation, and climate change alter ecosystems, sometimes in irreversible ways. But we also have the power to protect and restore them by conserving biodiversity, preventing overhunting, and reducing waste.
To conserve biodiversity, you can take individual steps like supporting local farmers, planting native trees, reducing your carbon footprint, and consuming sustainably.
Go.
Okay, the food chain is nature's way of recycling energy, ensuring everything works in harmony. It's a reminder that all life is connected and every creature plays a vital role. So the next time you sit down for a meal, think about where your food comes from and how you fit into this incredible system.
Humans play a major impact in shaping the food chain. Population, deforestation, and climate change alter ecosystems, sometimes in irreversible ways. But we also have the power to
Are we going? The food chain is nature's way of recycling energy, ensuring everything works in harmony. It's a reminder that all life is connected and every creature plays a vital role. So next time you are down for a meal,
think how where your food comes from. Let's play. Everybody does. Everybody does.
Yes. Cooper, turn around.
fire.
We would like to say a quick thank you to Mr. Goforth for giving us his binoculars, Autumn for loaning her ducks, and Kaylee's house for having all our other supplies.